Hey, thank you so much for joining me today. Today, I'm going to share with you how to import Hugging Face into Unity. Okay, so let's start. Okay, before I start, I want to share with you, support us on Patreon. Support us on Patreon. You can get all the source code access, and also you can get the Zoom link and be in Zoom with me. Also, help us. I recently just launched a book called Spatial Design, Breaking the 2D Paradigm. So if you are interested, feel free to purchase the book. Inside this book, I share 10 spatial design principles. And also I interview 38 respected individuals in XR industry. And those people's insights are also in there. We also, Lily also hand drawing all the illustrations. So this is a very handy tool books for you to get into 2D paradigm. Yeah, feel free to kind of get a book, get your copy, and try it. Okay, so let's dive in. So today, what I am going to share is this tutorial. Okay, so if you take a look of this screen, today what I will share with you is how can we import Hugging Face API into Unity, and then we run text to image types of prompts into like inside Unity. Like there's a kind of like a bridge of the API, and also it's very I would say it's very convenient just to kind of use the kind of like the API, and also put also some preset types of code, and you can sync the AI model, large language model into Unity. So yeah, so let me share with you what we will achieve today. Yeah, feel free to put your comments, and also feel free to put any thoughts here. Okay, so you see like in this kind of like a package. This package later on I will share with you. It's on GitHub. So today I will kind of walk you through how this will be made. And next week I will share with you how to start from kind of like according to this example, how will we import our own or existing large language model in Hugging Face into Unity and create your own customized AI text prompt or voice prompt or anything that you can imagine in Hugging Face right now into Unity and create your own interesting combination. Okay, so let me share with you. So today I will put maybe a cat where a cat wears a hat. Okay, so if I click generate button, yeah, you will see there is a cat in the hat, right? So this is using Stable Diffusion V1 version 5 to create. Okay, so let's put another one, maybe a bird with in boots. In boots. Something interesting like this. Okay, the birds in boots. Okay, oh, there's no bird. Okay, so maybe a bear in where? Okay, a bear wears a hat. it takes some time because pretty much, there's no head. So I would say that for the text prompt to image, it relies on the large language model on Hugging Face. So yeah, so I think a cat wears a hat. This one works really well. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this one. So yeah, so today I'm going to share with you how to create this kind of like how to link with it. So if you have any questions, feel free to post it. I will check the LinkedIn comment asynchronously. So yeah, so your question will be answered. Okay, cool. So let's dive in. Okay, so this is the Hugging Face Stable Diffusion V15 that we are going to use. So for Hugging Face, you need to create your own account because later on we are going to create API. So to create a token. So I would say you have to create your own account. So for example, our account is XReality Pro. Okay, so this is the one that we are going to put inside Unity. And then, so if you take a look, Stable Diffusion V15 model card. Yeah, Stable Diffusion is a largest, or I would say probably the most famous text to image diffusion model capable of generate photorealistic image given any text input. So so this is pre-made and now it's V15. So if you see this line, it's pretty much using Python to import in. So you can take a look and later on you probably need to give them credit first. So yeah, so those are things and you can see how popular it is. And we can try it, maybe a cat wears a hat. This is so far the most success. You can try other things, but you can see, and it takes some times. Yeah, every time when you generate, always it has different results come out. So a cat wears a hat, or I would say maybe a dog, right? A dog wears a hat. So we just like testing things out. Later on, there are a lot of interesting models on Hugging Face. And next week, we will talk about some interesting ways for the integration. But today, we will use existing GitHub repo, import in, and yeah, and we will kind of like a one line by one line, and like how this works, just like explain to you. Okay, so this is a dog wears a hat. So this pretty much works. Okay, so this is the GitHub repo we are going to use today. And the person, the author made Simon, he made the entire Unity API for Hugging Face open source. So yeah, this is great. So you can pretty much just, go here and you can either open it on GitHub desktop app, or you can download zip and open through Unity. It's all up to you. Okay, so using Unity API and also how to install it. So pretty much you have the entire package, but you can also add package from Git URL. So today I will walk you through. So yeah, so first what you need to do is you open an empty, yeah, so that's the, yeah, I will later on, I just like share with you. So you open an empty Unity file, and then you go to Windows, and then you go to Package Manager, and you go to Add, add package from Git URL. Since I've already add it in the file, in my Unity, so I won't hit the add button, but you can definitely hit the add button from the ground up. So so you go to the Unity GitHub API and then go here, right? And then add package from Git URL and copy and paste. It's pretty much from HuggingFace.co, Stable Diffusion v15, and you hit the add button. Once you hit button, you will see this like a Hugging Face. It's called Hugging Face API Wizard. So you need to add this, right? Okay, so once you hit add, you will get all the kind of like this windows. This window will be here on Windows, Hugging Face API Wizard, and you click it. So this will be empty at the beginning, and I will teach you how to do it. So all you need to do is go back to here, and you need to go, so Hugging Face Unity API is the examples that I'm going to share with you today. So we import it by using add package through GitHub. And later on, we are going to create a token. Okay, so first, you have to log into Hugging Face. Without login, you couldn't create and access tokens. So I've been creating a couple of it. So all you need to do is to create a name. I use like a robot AI 123, but you can do like a robot AI, whatever name you want. For example, robot AI number 3, right? And instead of read, you can make it right. So you can click generate a token, right? So you will get your own token. Okay, so once you do that, you click this one. This is copy, right? You click this copy and you go back to this one and go here and paste. Yeah, copy and paste. And remember to click, you need to create your own API key and then click this one, test API key. So this is valid. Once you do this, everything here will be kind of automatically kind of map. You can definitely reset to default. And what this do is this is all the kind of like a task endpoints. So those are the very important types of large language model you can use. So in this demo, you can use conversation, question answering, sentence similarity, text generation. So what we are going to focus today is this one. It's called text to image. So this one is what we will use. And in this package, it offers much more than what we are looking for. Okay, so remember to make max timeout very high because the default is 3 seconds. For example, when I use ChatGPT, it has a time limit. For example, before I want ChatGPT to generate a huge list of like a university address, like a 20 or 30. However, I believe ChatGPT has the capability of generating a lot of useful data. It takes a lot of time, but all the kind of chatbot has the time limit to make sure they won't burn out or they won't like going too crazy. So because before this was 3, and 3, it takes much more than 3 seconds to generate an image. So if you make it 2 minutes, it allows the entire bridge to work. For example, we need to send the text, and then later on it will send to Hugging Face and generate and come back. So this takes much longer than it used to be. So I don't think 3 seconds works. So I make it very large, like 120. If you keep it 3 seconds, it will keep having arrows on the status. Just to prevent, and then once you finish those, create your own API from HuggingFace and Hookup. And then all this will show up, and change this max timeout to 120. Then there's a button called Install Examples. Click it. I've already clicked it, so remember to click it. So once you click it, you will see all the examples on the package. You will see all the examples. This is more like running on the back end, and this is the one that we are going to use today. And yeah, so if you open this, you will see conversation, speech recognition, text to image example. So today we are going to use this text to image, and I also put one that I'm messing around. So today we are going to share with you the existing examples on HuggingFace. So let's dive in to see the structure of this. Yeah, so first we have a camera. And this camera is, since we will see the entire scene, so this camera, if you see the canvas, this is screen space overlay, which means that it will kind of overlay the entire screen will be this entire prompt. Text to image examples, and remember for the second one, the text to image examples is here. So remember to attach it. When you download it, it might lose the connection, so you need to drag and drop. So text to image example, it's come with the Unity API HuggingFace types of script. So you just open it and text to image, drag and drop here, right? Result, what's the result? The result is this black image. So what I will share with you is text. Yeah. This is the entire script that control how you put input and send to queries. Yeah, send query, and then goes to HuggingFace and come back. So what we will do is, if you see this is pretty much a big canvas, and there's kind of an image of the huge image background, and then you insert text to image example, come with the package. You insert image result is here, right? This is the result. This result is just a 2D image sprite. Okay, so, and the input field. So input field is here, right? This one is, you got a text area, placeholder, and also text. So this is just a very normal, simple text field. And there's another thing called the status text. Status text will tell you whether this is like what's going on in the current status, such as it can show like a generating. Once you hit the generate button, it will show generate. Or if there's any arrow, it will show the arrow state. And it has different colors. The default color is white. And the arrow color is red. So this is pretty much inside this one. And yeah, so you just set up a very simple canvas, and later on it will have all the generate function. All the functions is in this code. Okay, so let's dive in to see what inside this one. So first, according to the HuggingFace GitHub, it tells you you have to you have to use you have to do this using HuggingFace API. You have to do this, but in the example thing, it use namespace HuggingFace.api.examples. This one is calling the runtime of inside the package of API thing. So you can either, it calls this one. So you can definitely do this. If you do this namespace HuggingFace.api.example, you don't have to put this. But if you don't use their package, you have to use this, so it understands you. Or you can take out this namespace, but use HuggingFace.api. Those are all compatible, but you can use either one. So I comment it out, but you can leave it. So you can definitely leave it. Okay, so first, what we are going to do is to create an image. Because this image is for for you to put the sprite. And second is we need to put an input field, and we need to put a status text. This status text will tells you whether it is still generating or there's an arrow shows up. And this one is, you can see generate button, right? Let me probably make it a little bigger. Yeah, generate button. Okay, so text color. You can see if we wanna make it a normal color or we wanna make it an arrow color. So in this example, it uses a very fancy way of color coding. So this one is the control whether we wanna kind of temporarily pause for the input and button or not. So the default is false. So pretty much in this settings, we have an image and we have an input field and we have a status text, use Text Mesh Pro. And this one, we got a button. So at the awake state, we put a normal color for our status color. The status color I will show you later. And this one is the arrow color, which is red. And image color, we want to set the image color is black. So at awake state, you can see all those color there. And then we want to do the start state. So at the start, we want to, when click the generate button, send the query to HuggingFace. Generate button click, we want to add this function, generate button that clicked, right? So this one is doing the send query. So send query is pretty much the entire meat of the inside this code. So let me share with you. Send query. Okay, inside this send query, we want to see if it has been executed, then don't do it again. So if this is true, then return, which means that the first time is false, right? So it will keep executing. At some point here, it becomes if it becomes true. Let's see, becomes true and it becomes false. So let me see. Yeah, so pretty much we want to try to control this, and then we need to make sure that the inputs is if it is empty or no, then we return. So we don't want to keep executing. And status, so this is a fancy way of putting the color and the string to string. this $sign is toStream. So I want this status from Hugging Face to make the color, the normal color, white, and I want to make it a string. And status text is here, for example, like let me share with you. So this is image, this is image. So image, you want to make it black. For the text field is here, it's interactive. And you need to make it interactive because if you comment it out, if you don't use that functions, you won't even see anything. Yeah, you won't even respond. So for example, so far a cat wears a hat. This one works really well. So yeah, so this one, right? So if you see there is a generating here or a bear in a hat in something like that, a little complicated. You see generating, this is a status text and it's white for default. Yeah, so this is something looks very weird. Yeah, I would say. Okay, so this is status, and if there's an arrow state, you will put red instead. Okay, so let me share with you. So this is the status text. Image color, it will be black. It's waiting for respond true. Okay, so at the beginning, it's false, so it will get through all those two. So the same query will be successful, but we turn it true. So once it start generating, we want to start blocking all those two section, right? Then we can kind of like make sure this can be execute, not just once, not second time. So this one kind of like just make it true. So they've already received one and make it true. So this two will block the upcoming one. Okay, so since it's true, then we wanna kind of like blocking this. So before input field interactable was true, so we wanna make it false. So once we input the first time, then this will be blocked. Yeah, so this one is the one that using Hugging Face API text to image. So if you so once we start putting the text in, then Hugging Face API text to image will start running. So if you see this, Hugging Face API text to image is the large language model that we previously import the API from the image. Yeah, the API. So what we are going to do is follow this one: stream input system action 2D texture 2D on success. Then if not, it's like we put an input. If it is success, go for it. If not, show the arrow. Okay, so this is a Hugging Face text to image. And since we use the namespace import from the package, so it will start running Hugging Face API and image.sprite. So what we are going to do is we will have the texture change to what we receive from Hugging Face if it is successful. If not, please show the arrow at which we will put the status text to arrow, and we will use the arrow color hex number, which is red. So this is toStream. Okay, so if it is successful, what we will do is we will create a texture, this texture, and this texture will have width and height. Yeah, so this is the create the sprite, and the image color will be white. Why? Because it will look better. If we make it black, it will look very dark and blend into the background. we want to use the status. We want to kind of just like share the default of kind of like a generating. And later on, we will, once we show the image, this image will start import from HuggingFace. And then this one will, we want to turn everything back. So this one, remember, we make it true. Make it true and make it false. So there's no second command coming too fast. And now we are turning back. So once we start generating an image and everything we want to flip back, it's like ready to do it again. And so for this API, if we input the texture, right? If we input the kind of like the stream, then we will, if it is successful, then we generate a kind of image according to Hugging Face interface. If not, then we will kind of like showing the arrow state, which is here. And arrow state, if you want to see how arrow state works, I can just change the number of the next timeout to 3. There will be tons of arrow. And so this is something that on the overall, this code is showing. And next week, I will share with you how to kind of using your own way and mix up your own large language model from Hugging Face. So this time we are walking through how this entire kind of like an input works. Pretty much you input Hugging Face API and you generate your token. You generate your token on Hugging Face and then you start. Okay, so if you want to take a look how this works. So yeah, let's recap first. You will have to get the install by Open Unity project and you add a package. So you go to Window, Package Manager, and then you click the X button, the kind of like a plus button, and you add this thing. You add this. This is the GitHub. This is the entire file. So you pretty much import through the GitHub URL. And usage, you need to go here. In order to go here, you have to create your own account in Hugging Face. And under your profile, there is something called the access token. You need to create your own token by creating it, put the name, whatever name you want to call. Put your name and role. I usually put write because read is not. I usually give all the access to it. Okay, so you can generate your own token. And once you generate token, you just copy, right? Copy this one. Yeah, and the configuration. So once you get it, you can start doing your end model. And because we use the existing samples, so we will get like make sure we add the examples from the wizard. Yeah, and for the code, if you want to hard code yourself, remember to use this. This is like in your C#, you need to add this because this one is the one that activate the Hugging Face API. So you need to add this. And this is a very, very bare bone code. There are not many fancy stuff, but you can see the core concept is you use Hugging Face text to image, this API, and you create a stream. And this string will kind of like use the large language model and generate the 2D texture if success. If it is not success, it will have handle the arrows. And in this package, it has different tasks such as conversation. You can do conversation, you can do text generation. Text to image is what we do today. Text clarification, zero shot text clarification, question answering, translation, summarization, sentence similarity, speech recognition. So those are what this package apply. You can definitely just go here and you can see if you want to see where are they linked. All those API were linked from, for example, like those are the, if you go to HuggingFace API wizard, it's pretty much from here, right? So you can see all different types of recognition. Yeah, it's all from HuggingFace through HuggingFace API wizard. So you can do all this. And all this, if you're interested, you can take a look of their examples. They have different scenes. I haven't really dived into everything, but you can see conversational, right? Can get in. But what I would say is that there are a lot of bugs, actually. So if you go here, right? If you kind of find out that there are something that is not making sense. So for example, like script conversation example, this one was kind of not really doing anything. So if you really want to do it, remember to reattach conversational example. Yeah, and then take this out. Yeah, so there are a lot of stuff that was not syncing well. So you kind of need to just dive in and make sure you understand. Okay, so it's not too hard because, for example, scroll rect, right? Scroll rect. You just find like the same name, scroll rect, right? Maybe this one, right? Yeah. And conversation text. Where is conversation text? Here, conversation task. And input field, that's just fine. Input field. So you just drag the name. Same button, and clear button. So yeah, so pretty much I would say it's done. Okay, so let's take a look. If not, then there might be some coding you need to modify it. Since this is like I would say the only let's say the only existing open source you can find probably somewhere, but last night when I Google it, it seems like this is the most used, most popular API that you can use. So what can I do? What is Chat GPT? Yeah, something like that. I don't know. You're just trying to make a conversation, right? What is Chat GPT? Bot is typing. We just wait. So you can see bot is typing. What is Chat GPT for? I personally think this text is too bluish. Maybe I will change it to other color. Okay, bot is typing. Okay, wait. Yeah, it takes pretty long, actually. Bot is typing. Okay, so, but that's great because at least we see the arrow state, right? Arrow state attempt all backup endpoints. Let's have the wrong format type of list. Okay, so it seems like yeah, that's just like a what's Unity? What's Unity? Yeah, at least you know the normal state is white text, and the arrow state is the red text. If you have any questions or any comments, feel free to just. Okay, so I saw there was an audience. Okay, just like it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Okay, so reset. So yeah, I mean, for me, since we still have like 10 minutes, I will share with you how I usually do debugging. Yeah, this color is so hard to read. And maybe some, yeah, yellow is hard to read. You can totally kind of change your color, right? The default is very hard to read. Let's see. World space, maybe I just overlay. Oh, maybe it's too big. You can totally like change all your, yeah, this is probably better. Yeah, and what I will do is I will get into the, yeah, this one, right? And this is the conversation, this one, right? So 14 AM, this one, maybe let's test it out. Yeah, it's valid. Okay, so what I will do is copy and paste, but sometimes because this one, I would say how long it has been updated, it has a lot of errors. So you might need to debug it on your own. So if you go here, you can see issues, right? Okay, you see there are a lot of things are missing. So yeah, so some people are trying to do different stuff. Yeah, so sorry. So you can see there are a lot of people file the issues, and some of it I need to specify. Yeah, so there are some bugs on this one, and I haven't really seen anything got solved. So you might need to get into the raw data and one by one check. So what I find out is that, for example, like if this one conversation, there is a bug, right? Nothing is perfect. Okay, you go here and then take this API interface out. You need to take this out because this will come up. If you want to see it, okay. If you want to see it, just share with you what's going on. It will show this types of weird, types of very low level types of coding, so which nobody can read. Okay, go here. Okay, let's just take this out. Oh, okay. So you know what's the problem is that this is not even existing yet. Okay, so what I will do is kind of delete something. It works. Okay, not blend bar. This one. Yeah, so Facebook. Yeah, so the thing you can totally take a look, right? If we check, oh, the code or the API sync was not available at this moment. So this conversation, the reason why it's not working is because it's got removed. Yeah, so it's got removed. So I'm glad that this one is not being removed. So that's, so you see like this one, right? We just try it today, text to image. So you copy, right? And paste. We just want to make sure that all the APIs sync to the right place. So you go here, copy and paste. If you do this, you will see the raw data, right? But if you take API, yeah, this out, okay, so you will see, oh, okay. Or, you know what, maybe I just do this. So maybe we can kind of take a look. Oh yeah, here, right? Okay, so maybe what I will do is go here. This one, right? Conversation. Maybe instead of this, I will do this. Go to search. And you can take a look of, oh yeah, okay. So this is text to text generation. And we might need to kind of get in and see what's the deploy. Yeah, if you wanna change the thing, you need to go to HuggingFace. There is a button called deploy. In inference, inference API. Okay, service list. So we kind of want to just do this. You copy a piece here, right? And then you go to this thing, and then you paste. Yeah, so this is how this HuggingFace API wizard do. And then timeout. So we can totally kind of dive in and see what's this about and start kind of like getting to the code and trying to debug text-to-text generation. What's Unity? Yeah, something like that. What's Unity? Hopefully it understands. It usually have like a very, Unity is a team used to describe a group of people that are, Okay, that's when, what is a head? Something very simple. What is a head? A head is a piece of clothing worn by a person to protect them from the elements. From the elements, I don't really know what does that mean, but yeah. So this is like the way to do it. So you can also see paper usually like this thing. Yeah, so you can take a look what paper they are used and also see what's this, the recipe, right? Open domain chatbot, right? So pretty much using this one, maybe if you could, yeah, so using this chatbot, and you can definitely dive into different things. And today we use, just a recap, today we use the Stable Diffusion v1.5 and import into Unity, right? Yeah, this one is the one that has a lot of bug. It takes some time just to dive in, and if you, for example, like yeah, let's just take a look. Yeah, you can get in, and what I did was I just kind of like commented. What I did to debug is just commented and trying to understand each, just to type pseudocode, like what's going on with this code, and at the end, you should be able to totally kind of understand what's going on. So pretty much it's send query is doing the most of the job. And also HuggingFace API conversation, right? It syncs to somewhere and coming back. And if the status is right, it will show the comment text. If not, it will show error. So yeah, so input text, response if success, if fail, show error state. So that is kind of the overall thing. So yeah, so this is for today. Yeah, today. And yeah, so this is today, and we import Unity API with HuggingFace, and pretty much the hard work already been done. We just need to understand what's the overall structure of it. So pretty much use HuggingFace API and putting this code. These two are the very most important thing. So besides putting the entire package in, generate token from HuggingFace, insert in the HuggingFace wizard in Unity, then you need to create a C# that contains those two elements. One is using HuggingFace API. The other one is putting this code in. Okay, thank you so much. If you wanna get more kind of like the link or the source code, instructions, all the more like details, feel free to subscribe our Patreon. So far, pretty much our team just keep working on it. If we can get some support from you, that would be awesome. And for the 25 perks, you will get like the Zoom link access. So you will be in the Zoom link with me every Saturday morning. And then you will get the access to all the source code that I present you today. Or you can definitely watch this video and trying to type, for example, like this one, or trying to search the keywords, figure everything out on your own. Yeah, that will work as well. But if you support us, you can just directly get the link without keep searching on Google. Okay, yeah, thank you so much. And I will see you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye.